Before I moved abroad, I used to read on social media how our Kenyan community, some of them are not nice to each other. And I never thought this could happen to me. And if you're new here, my name is Judy. I live in Norway. I have lived in Sweden before as well, where I worked as a housekeeper in a hotel called Spar Hotel that is in Mayona in Gothenburg. And right now, I live in Norway, and if you have not subscribed yet, welcome to my channel. I have many videos that I have explained so many things about my life here. And welcome on board. Thank you for watching. So once I moved to Sweden, I met. If you have watched my previous video of how I met my mama house in 2 years while working in Sweden. I have talked about this, how I met the Nigerian friend who met me on the road while we were walking with my husband, and she introduced me to some Kenyans. Yes. So these Kenyans, there were not many, there were two of them, yeah. And they also had their friends, but not many. So because I was new and I had not met people yet, and I just met them and they became my family. And so this lady, when I was looking for job, I told her I wanted to work, and she introduced me to her ex boss because she had worked there before, and by this time she was working as healthcare because she had gone to school and now she was working in a facility, and I admired her. I thought she had made it all. Yeah, because she was having this job now. She had a house and she was living all by herself, and life was going well for her. So she introduced me to this workplace, this hotel, and she called the boss and told her she has a friend who would like to work if she needs people, and especially it was getting close to summer, and in summer they need workers. I'm sitting outside and it's quite cold. Yesterday was so nice here, but today it's all of a sudden so cold. The weather of Norway, it changes drastically. When I came here, it was sun. Now all of a sudden it's quite cold. Yeah. So once I started, then I called the boss, and we talked. She asked me if I can work, and there was not even interview done because she knew people brought me there, and also I told about myself, and she told me to bring my document. Yeah, and then I brought all this stuff, and I started working. I got trained, and then I started working. I have my cover here. Yeah. So then our contract, we were living in Gothenburg, and this during this period, there was a lot of challenge with housing because it's a period that there were many immigrants that moved to Sweden. So getting accommodation was not easy. So the apartment we were living in, the contract was only for 1 year, and the owner wanted to move back. So it means we had to move. And by the time we were also searching, and it was not easy to get. So we got a house outside of, far away from Gothenburg, and that is Västerås. It's so close to Stockholm. So it means we had to move there. So we were there, I could not work, but I took the opportunity to go to class a little bit and study Swedish language. And then I started looking for job around that town, and I could not get even cleaning jobs, hotel jobs. There was nothing. I couldn't. Like everywhere, it's like almost you have to get to know somebody to get you inside. It's like they want somebody who is trustworthy, somebody who somebody knows who has worked with them. So then I called my friend. I told her I wanted to move back to Gothenburg because there I was working, and I had started this project of building my mama house, and I wanted to continue with this project. So, and then she agreed. I talked to my husband, and he was okay with it. And by this time, we were also searching for accommodation in Gothenburg continuously. We were searching. So then she agreed, and I called my boss. I would like to come back to work, and she agreed. Then I moved back to Gothenburg. So I started working again, and our agreement with my friend was that I was going to stay in her house for just a few, not so many months, or maybe 1 month, while my we were searching for accommodation together with my husband back to Gothenburg. So I started staying with her, and then I went back to work. And by this time, I was just working. I was continuously working. I think there were times I was working 7 days a week. I was busy working. And one day she had a friend who came, and we were going to party somewhere. And so we met so many other people. She also had her friend. And then there was some misunderstanding, and people started some little conflict here and there. Then I went back home because I was going to work the next day. So then I went, and another friend also followed who came home. And I slept in the bedroom. This friend slept in the sofa. And when I woke up in the morning, there was property that was stolen, and this friend stole it, because when we checked on the CCTV outside, the friend was carrying the even my phone was stolen. This friend stole my phone as well. And so she started saying, I knew how this property was stolen, and honestly speaking, I was sleeping. I did not know anything. I also, when I opened the door for her, I was also surprised. It's like, so things became tense, and I decided, this is not the life I moved here for. I moved here to work. I did not move here for conflict, for partying, and all this stuff. So another friend that I had knew, I moved to her property that she rented to me, and then I continued working. So then she started sending threatening messages, give me money to buy this property because you were there when it was stolen, and this and this. And then I told her, but why can't you report this to the police? Because the police, we have CCTV, we have evidence. That is where she was avoiding with all means calling the police and telling the police this story. So I decided, okay, if you want money, at this moment, I do not have money because I was working, and everything I was sending back to Kenya to help my mom's project. So then I just continued with my work. I told her, give me 2 months, then I will give you this money. But it looks like she was impatient. Then one day I'm going to work, and my boss is calling me to her office. Then I get to her office, and she started telling me that she has got an anonymous call that was telling us so very bad things about me that I have done there at the hotel. And my boss was quite shocked. And then I asked her, how did the sound, can you tell the sound, how it was? And she explained to me that it was a sound that I recognized. And I told her the story, how everything went, and she told me, those are not my friends. Move away from them. Those are people who can really damage your life, because the things they have said are, is can be a police case. It's not good to say that to somebody. And also, she was continuously saying to fire you, that you do not deserve to work here. That is what my boss told me. But she was a nice lady. I was so lucky. She was a nice lady. She said they do not fire people because of rumors, and there are no evidences for firing people just from anonymous call that is also not even genuine. If they were saying the truth, why are they hiding behind anonymous call? Yeah, so I was not fired. I wrote to this lady that, I know you are the one who called my boss to fire me. If you wanted your money, we had agreed I will give you your money, but I do not know the person who stole your money. You know the person so well because you are friends. And why you are insisting I give you money, I do not know. And why you do not want to report to police, I do not know. And I told this lady, I can report you to the police as well, because my boss said this is a police case. She has records. If I want to, I can report you and it will be bad on your side. But that was not my intention. I never wanted that, because for me, I just wanted to work. And luckily, we got a house apartment in Gothenburg, and we moved into our apartment. And my husband and I were just living there peacefully, and I was just working until by the time we moved to Norway. So if you're moving abroad, be careful with people you become friends with. Be very, very careful. They can break you, they can make you, they can build you, they can destroy you. Especially people who like to party, people who are always outside on weekends. Their life is tricky. Yeah, be careful with that group. People like to gossip about others, people who feel they have been abroad for so many years and maybe things did not turn out the way they wanted. And now they see you, you have just moved here, you have not even lived here for 1 year, and you're already doing something back at home. They It's some kind of jealousy that somebody might feel, because how are you doing this and I've been here 5 years, 10 years, I've never done this, and you just moved here and I'm the one who helped you get this job, and now you have put a nice big construction back at home. How can you do this? So this can also build some jealousy. So choose your friends nicely. Here where I live now, I do not have Kenyans here, and as I have told you, it's not easy to make friends with Norwegians, because it takes time to get to know these people. So I do not have friends here. I am just by my children, my in-laws, and my colleagues where I work with. I go to job and we talk when we meet, and that's it. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button and let's get to another video. Thank you so much. Bye for today.